Okay, so welcome to the exercise for day 9. If I'm smiling more than usual, it's because now I get to watch you squirm and you work through these problems, and I get to sit back and watch. Seriously, though, what I want to do in this is to give you the answers, and then I want you to try to match or create the queries that copy or produce the same answers that I've produced right here in this video. So there's going to be two solutions to this exercise. There's going to be one using just the LINQ query syntax, and then another solution using the LINQ method syntax. And I would prefer that you did both so that you can force yourself into using both syntaxes for a little while and see the strengths and the weaknesses of each one for different approaches. Okay. So at any rate, let's take a look at the results, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to give you as a template to start off with, so that you can work from there. So let's start off looking at this. It's basically the same order item parent-child relationship between that object graph. Okay, so here we have get a list of all orders after December 8th, and so you'll just print out the order date and the order ID to screen. Okay, using console.write. All right, then a second example. Same, this time retrieve only the order ID and the amount into an anonymous type. Okay, so if previously when you were doing the for each loop and you were just using the order object to grab off the order ID and the order date, this time I want you to explicitly create an anonymous type and then retrieve those values off when you do your for each. Okay, third example, find the order with the largest order amount. Okay, so and look at the note here, the hint, that we didn't really cover the order by in very much detail. However, I do believe we did talk about it in one of the first LINQ videos. So just refer back, or at least look at the order by keyword in the C# query syntax, or the order by descending extension method for LINQ. At any rate, you should find one order, an order that's $250 placed on 12/9, it's order number 9011. Okay, next, find all orders that have order items containing widgets. And you should find 3 orders that indeed have order items containing widgets. Next, sum up the value of all the order items. This is an easy one. Same with the next one. What is the average order total? Again, easy. All right, here's another one. Give me a count of how many orders there are that have more than one item, that have multiple items in the order. And you should come up with 3. Then the next two are projections. And so you're going to have to work with the select quite a bit here. Create a flat list of a new anonymous type using LINQ to project the fields order ID, order item, and product name of every order item. So across all orders, show me the order that it belongs, the order ID, the order item ID, and then the product name. Okay, and you should get a list like this from 123 to 131, with 9009 having a couple, 9010 having a couple, 9011 having a couple, and 9012 having just one. All right, then finally create a new set of orders. So we're going to create a brand new collection of order objects based on the existing order objects from setup orders. Remember that method we've been using throughout today's lessons? You're going to have access to that. But now we're going to copy the results or change the results, project the results into a new list of orders. But there are some caveats here. Add the number 1000 to each of the order IDs in this new collection of orders, and then also set the order date from whatever it was back in 2007 to today's date. Okay? So that's a tricky one, but then again, think projection into an existing type. You're going to project into a new instance of order, and then you're going to set the properties for each of those to the properties that were passed in, except for 2 of them. you'll add 1,000 to the order ID, and you'll set a new order date on the others. And look at here. Here's what we come up with then when we loop through. The old order ID may be 9009, but the new order ID now is 10,009. The old date, can't see it here, may have been 12/7, 12/8, 12/9, 12/10 of 2007. Now it's today's date where I'm recording this, July 16th, 2010. Okay? So some of these are going to be simple, but some of them are going to be challenging. Again, 2 projects. Let me pause the recording of this video and show you the 2 projects that I'm going to give you to start off with. And I'm going to clean out all the code that it took to make this happen. Okay, so we're going to pause the video right here. Okay, so let's take a look at what you're going to get as a setup for this project. Take a look at, first of all, I have a project called Day 9 Exercise, and then also another project called Day 9 Exercise Method Syntax. And the idea here is that you're going to do this exercise twice. The first time only using the query syntax. The second time only using the method syntax. Okay? And so you can see how I've left in where we create a list of orders based on the setup orders method that you've seen me work on previously. It's this little helper method right here that creates instances of orders, and then for every order creates a number of instances, a collection of order items. Fills out all the properties, gives us some sample data to work with. Okay, so in both projects, this is going to look identical. You're going to see the instructions here. You can take a look at this video again, and then in this to-do section, write the query syntax to accomplish that instruction. You can also look at the results from this video as well. So everywhere where there's a to-do, that's where you should be writing query syntax and some sort of a console.write line so that you can output the values to mimic what I did in the previous video, okay, or in the earlier part of this video rather. And so there you go. There's all of the to-dos. There's 9 of these instructions. Some of them are going to be more challenging, some a little bit easier, but you should be able to pull off at least half of them. The other half might provide a bit of a head scratcher for you, and I acknowledge that. And as I was going through and creating these, I saw some areas where I could probably do some further explanation. So, perhaps as we go through the solution to these exercises, it'll give me an opportunity to explain a little bit more about how to think in terms of link when working with groups of data to accomplish these sorts of things. Okay, so just to show you that there's nothing up my sleeve, this other project called Day 9 Exercise Method Syntax, same idea. This time though, we only want to use the method syntax to replace these to-dos and follow these instructions for each of our little parts of this exercise. Okay, a lot of work to do. This should require several hours of work on your part, maybe a couple of hours if you really know what you're doing, but you're probably going to have to refer back to the videos. Take your time, get your hands dirty in the code. This is the only way you really will learn, by doing things like this. Okay, so good luck. We'll see you. We'll have 2 video solutions. The first one will be for the query syntax. The second one will be for the method syntax. We'll see you then. Thank you. Good luck.